What's up, Uke family? Marco here. Welcome back to another lesson. Now I'm going to answer two questions that I know you have. Question number one, yes, I do have stitches on my forehead and I went to the hospital. My face is still swollen and I'm still a little tired. Now question number two is absolutely not. It wasn't my wife who hit my head. I'm a good husband. I don't think I deserve that. I had to remove a lipoma that I had for 15 years. It was getting too big, so I removed it. And, unfortunately my face was all swollen for a couple of days. Now today we're going to talk about a beautiful song. I thought I really wanted to teach you a beautiful song, and since we're playing the ukulele, I want to teach you a song that really represents, Hawaii and Hawaiian culture, Hawaiian music and Hawaiian history. The song is called Aloha Oe. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the name correctly. The song was born as a love song, but then it became a song of melancholic farewell between the queen and her land, since she was overthrown and she had to sign away the state of Hawaii to the US. So it's a song that has a lot of meaning. It's really interesting and important song. And there are a lot of articles that really talk about the song and Hawaiian history. So you want to check them out if you want to know more about it. Now the arrangement is in the key of G major, at least this arrangement is in the key of G major, and I'm going to play it on a low G tuning. I'm using a tenor ukulele, but you can also play it in high G. We don't use the fourth string to play a melody, so you can also strum the chords in high G tuning. It sounds absolutely fine. The awesome thing that I love about this song is the fact that it's so simple, but it's also beautiful at the same time. So I tried to put together an arrangement that is very simple. Most of the time the melody is played within the chord. This is the first section. We're gonna start with the G major chord, put down the chord and pluck the third, second string, and then you strum the whole thing. Of course, the melody is on the first string, fret number 2. And then we're gonna, fill in the gaps with a few strums. Then we have the melody on 0. And then we're going to play the melody on the second string, fret number 3, but we are going to strum a different chord, a C major chord. We have 0, 0, and 3. So we're only going to strum 3 strings. And then the melody on fret number 2, 3, 0, and we finish with the G major again. The melody is on the third string, fret number 2, and we're going to pluck also the fourth string. We play the melody twice, and then we're gonna again fill in the gaps with a few strums. And then we have the melody on the fret number 2, and then we change chord. We play a different section, which is this one. So we're going to open up with D7 chord, and we're going to strum this chord. The melody is on the first string open, so it's literally played within the chord. We do one strum, and then we play the first string, and then a few strums. Actually, it's just one strum, so we have. Then the melody is on fret number 3, and we strum the same chord. Melody, 0, 2, and the melody on the fret number 3, this time we strum the A minor chord, which is 2, 0, 0, and 3. Melody on fret number 2, and melody on fret number 0, this time we strum the D7 chord again. And a few more strums. So this is the first section. It's very simple, yet beautiful, and keep the strum very light and rhythmic. Don't strum too quickly. Now we go back to the G major chord. We play the same melody. Now, the C major chord, we're gonna play the same melody, just one with a different note, just with one different note, which basically is very simple. We play the chord, the G major, the strum, then the first string open, and then we strum the C major chord, but we have 0, 0, 3, and 0, so the melody is on the first string open. And then we have fret number 3, 2, fret number 3, 0, and again back to the G major chord. And a few strums. Now, this is my favorite section. So the melody open up with these two notes on the second string. We got the fret number 3, 2, and then we strum the C major chord, just 3 strings, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Then the melody on 0, first string, fret number 3 on the 2nd string, and then the D7 chord, just 3 strings, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. And then the first string, fret number 2, 0, and we finish with the G major chord. The melody is on the 2nd string, so we're only gonna strum 3 strings, 0, 2, and 3. C major, G major, and G7. We have 0, 2, 1, and 2. I really think that this is the most popular Hawaiian melody of all time. I mean, I knew this melody since I was a little kid. I didn't know it was written in Hawaii, but it always kind of makes you picture the same thing: a beautiful beach, beautiful weather, and flowers around your neck, and beautiful girls dancing, and beautiful smiles. So it's definitely a melody that represents the Hawaiian culture. Now, it's also very simple to play. So we're going to open up with this note on fret number 2 on the 3rd string, and then we play the C major chord. We strum 3 strings, 4, 3, and 2. then again, but with the second string fret 3, and then again with the first string fret number 3. So we are arpeggiating the C major chord. We can play the bass just to, kind of fill in the gap between the notes of the melody. And then we have the second string open, we change chord and we play the G major. And we do the same thing. We're gonna play the fourth and the third string fret number 2. Then we have second string fret number 3. And the first string fret number 2. So we are, arpeggiating the chord. Bass, and then the melody, fret number 3, twice, and the D7 chord on the fret number 2 with the melody on the fret number 2, 0, 2, and 3. Then again, but this time the melody is on the first string open, and we have it twice. Strum the chord lightly, first string open, and then the melody on 2, 3, and finish with the G major chord. The melody is on fret number 2, then 0, and then the second string fret number 3. So the melody is really within the chords. G7, twice, and then we have the same melody. We're only going to change the last few notes, which sound like this. So we have the melody on fret number 3, and then fret number 2 with the D7 chord. We hold it, fret number 3, and then the D7 chord again, but this time with the melody on the fret number 2 on the first string. So we're literally strumming 2, 0, 2, and 2, then 0, bass or a chord, and the fret number 3 twice, the second time with the G major chord, C major, and G major. Beautiful sounding song. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Let me know if you like it. Remember that the tab is available on the Patreon page, so if you want to become part of the Uke family, make sure that you check the Patreon page. Also, make sure that you play this song a lot because it feels nice to play it. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you soon.